Nurses, this is the number one retirement mistake that's costing you thousands in free money, and fixing it takes less than 5 minutes. I'm Cindy, and if you've ever Googled things like nurse retirement, how to retire early, or you just have that feeling in the pit of your stomach that you don't have enough saved, take a deep breath. This video is for you. You are not alone. You work these brutal 12 and 16-hour shifts. We give everything to everyone else, our time, our bodies, our mental health. And we try our best to save as we go. But no one ever sat us down and taught us the basics of retirement planning. Not in nursing school, not in orientation, not human resources, and probably not when you were growing up, because things are not the same as they were when we first started out in our careers. So the real problem is that most hospitals offer something called an employer match inside your 401k. It's part of your compensation package, meaning it's your money. But the biggest retirement mistakes that nurses make is this: we aren't contributing enough to get the full employer match. And that match, that's the closest thing to free money that we will ever get. This isn't about investing perfectly or timing the market. It's about knowing your hospital's match formula so you're not leaving hundreds, even thousands of dollars behind every single year. And when that compounds over a 20 or 30-year career, that missing match can easily grow into $50,000, even $80,000. That's, I could have retired early money. And so the first mini mistake that nurses make is not knowing what your match formula is from your employer. This is the most common issue. You'll hear human resources say things like, we match 50% of the first 6%. But what does that really mean? Let's be honest. It means that you must contribute 6% of your salary to get a 3% match from your employer. But most nurses hear 6% and think that's the match itself. It's confusing on purpose. And if you're only contributing 3% or 4% because that's what you think you can afford or feels right, you're missing some or even half of that free money. The second mini mistake is the close enough contribution. This is where nurses lose big money. So let me give you an example. Let's say you make $85,000. Your hospital match is 50% of the first 6%. The most free money that you can get is 3%, which is $2,550. To get the full $2,550, you must contribute 6%, which is $5,100. But if you contribute only 4% because that feels comfortable or right, you're only going to get $1,700 from your employer. That means that you left another $850 of free money on the table this year. And over a 30-year career with normal investment growth, you just lost over $80,000. That's not coffee money. That's years of retirement money. The mini mistake number 3 is not understanding your vesting schedule. Here's another trap that nobody warns us about. Your employer's match is not always yours immediately. You have to be vested, and there's 2 types of vesting. Cliff vesting, you get 0% of the employer match until you hit a certain number of years, and then suddenly 100% is yours. For instance, the company or the agency that I worked for, you had to be there 5 years to be vested. Prior to that, if you left, they would just send whatever you contributed, but nothing of what they contributed. But after 5 years, I'm entitled to all of it. Graded vesting, maybe 20% after 1 year, 40% after 2, and so on until you're fully vested. This is important because if you're burned out, and let's be honest, most nurses get to that point and you're already thinking about quitting or changing hospitals, you need to know whether you're about to walk away from a big chunk of retirement money that hasn't fully vested yet. Sometimes waiting 6 more months means keeping an extra $5,000 to $15,000 in match money. I mean, let me tell you a little story. When I was a very young nurse, I had my third kid in 4 years. Yeah, you heard me. And I didn't understand all this. I just knew after I had my daughter, I could no longer keep doing the shift work, right? And the hospital wouldn't allow me to work a straight shift. Well, I was 6 months shy of being, I didn't even know what that meant. I walked away and they just sent me a check for what I had contributed. I lost all of those years of money, 6.5 years. So don't make that mistake. Then the next step is, let's fix this, right? We want to use a framework that every nurse understands. Assessment, diagnosis, planning, and implementation, right? That's your care plan. So the first thing you want to do is get your summary plan description, and you should be able to get that from Human Resources. This is the official notebook for your retirement plan. You know, look in your HR portal, your hospital benefit site, or directly from your plan administrator like Fidelity or Vanguard or whoever manages that plan for your employer. Find a section that explains matching contributions, and it should tell you everything in black and white. Step 2 is your diagnosis. You need to know your match formula. So is your plan 100% match on the first 4%, 50% match on the first 6%, or something different? Write it down, screenshot it, and you need this number for the next step. And while you're in there, check your vesting schedule. So then the plan, find your magic number. Your magic number is the percentage that you must contribute to get the full match, not less. This is your new minimum, okay? And it should be your top priority before anything else, before IRAs, before brokerage accounts, cryptocurrency, real estate, because the employer match is the highest guaranteed return that you are ever going to get. And then the implementation, you want to automate it. Go into your retirement account right now. Look at your contribution percentage. Does it match your magic number? If not, change it. It takes less than 5 minutes, and it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars for your future self. If your plan offers auto escalation, turn it on so your contributions increase slowly each year without you even feeling it. And then if money feels tight, I get it. I know, I hear from a lot of people that I just can't afford it. Well, you really can't afford not to, right? Hitting that match may feel impossible right now. You know, nurses generally will carry student loans. We don't usually have a lot or any emergency savings. We are supporting families, aging parents, kids, grandparents, all of it. You are not behind, you're just human. And if you can't hit your match right now, then here's your order of operations. Build a starter emergency fund first. Get your student loans in the lowest payment plan possible, and then increase your retirement contribution slowly, even if it's just 1% at a time, until you hit that magic number, because it's progress, not perfection. Every percentage counts. So you work way too hard to miss out on money that's already yours. That employer match is part of your pay. It's a benefit you've earned by showing up for every shift, every patient, every crisis. Fixing this one retirement mistake can completely change your future and help you retire earlier. Retire with confidence and retire without relying on overtime to survive. If this helped you, hit that like and subscribe button or share this with another nurse who deserves clarity and financial peace. And if you want more simple, nurse-friendly financial guidance, or you want to learn how nurses are creating additional income outside the hospital like I am, check the description for my free blueprint. The future you will be so glad you did.